Welcome to the Grow Your Business for Good show. This is a place where coaches and consultants gather so you can learn how to lead a world-class business that does not tax your time, your energy, or your financial resources. We are your hosts, M. Shannon Hernandez
and Amy Hager of the Joyful Business Revolution. And our number one goal is to bring you clarity and insight on how to grow your business for good. Hello, 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 wherever you are in the world today. It's Amy, and this season we are answering all your questions about marketing. And this question was submitted by Melinda in our Facebook group. So, Shannon, are you ready for today's question?
Loaded and ready, baby.
Okay, so we have one rule with this season in answering the questions, and our rule is we are trying to keep these to 10 minutes or less. So Shannon, are you up for the challenge?
Well, this might be hard, but yes, I'll try.
Okay, so the question, which is a question we get a lot, is why does my marketing feel so hard? Go.
Okay. I think there are typically two things that make people's marketing feel really hard. And there are two things that you can solve, probably not on your own, or you would have already figured that shit out by now, but you can solve it. And we're here to help shed some light on it today. So first, your messaging is weak. It's cloudy. It is inconsistent. It hasn't been effective, and you keep doing the same things expecting to get different results. It's frustrating. It's draining. It's degrading. It's demoralizing. How many more D words can I come up with today? Right? It's deactivating your bank account. Right? Your messaging has got to be laser focused on the who, the what, and the when, the W-I-N, who, what, and when, right? So who are you aiming to reach? I can guarantee that no matter whatever answer you provide to Amy and I, we are going to dial it down even smaller. We call this narrowing your niche, right? And you may have heard before that the riches are in the niches, and it's absolutely true. If your people do not feel seen, heard, and named, you are not talking to the right people. So that is the who. All right. The what. What is the who's most urgent problem? It's not what you think is their problem or what you know is their problem. This is what they think their problem is, right? Yeah. As experts, we know that what they often think their problem is not their problem. All right. I'm going to give you a great example because this can sound like a tongue twister here. All right. At Joyful Business Revolution, people come to us to revolutionize their messaging and their marketing. What they're often saying is, I need more clients. I need more clients. I need more clients. This is what they think their problem is, right? Right. What we know is clients come from an aligned audience. Clients come from a bigger group of people who share your mission, who share your message, who share your vision for a better world. And so if you're constantly hunting clients and you're not actually cultivating this beautiful petri dish of collaborators, connectors, cheerleaders, and even your watchers, which is where your clients come from, you continue hunting down clients instead of actually building this beautiful experimentation and playground for you to play in. Okay. So you have to be sure that you know your who. It's narrow, narrow, narrow. Your what, you're speaking in a language that they understand, and you're helping them see what they can't see. And finally, the win, W-I-N, is what's the quickest win you can give your new potential client. They have a problem, you have a solution. So don't cloudy the waters here, right? Give them a win and keep building the relationship with them. This is when they learn to know, like, and trust you and sing your praises. Okay. So those are like the first thing under messaging, right? And messaging is huge. And so many people don't pay enough attention to the power that the messaging plays in the overall marketing, sales, and client journey, right?
Exactly.
Now, the second thing that makes marketing really hard, so once you get your messaging dialed in, yay, take a deep breath. Are you using your content personality to deliver your message? because your content personality is your natural way that you show up in the world and how people hear you. And there's nothing worse than having a beautiful mission-driven message and a beautiful marketing and nobody's listening.
Right.
And this comes down to your content personality. How are you communicating your value, your vision, your vibes, and your mission so that they can hear you? This is called, of course, our body of work, the content personality quiz. And once you understand what your content personality is, you get to turn off 99% of all the other distractions and decisions.
Woo!
You get to choose the one platform that matches your content personality. How refreshing is that? Talk about simplifying and making your marketing way more fun and joyful.
Let's pause for a quick commercial.
Have you heard of our Content Personality Club? This is the place where coaches and consultants come to learn how to grow their aligned audience and deepen community relationships. We work with you each month on key parts of your messaging, combining that messaging with your unique content personality. Our goal is that you will never hear the chirp, chirp of crickets again when it's time for you to roll out a new offer or reintroduce an offer in a new way.
Our students are having success because we're creating messaging and conversation and collaboration in this community with Shannon and me as your messaging mentors. So take a look at the contentpersonalityclub.com and grab your spot. I'll reach out as soon as I see you've enrolled. Now, back to the show.
Yeah. So, Amy, what's your hot take on the topic?
Well, and to kind of feed off of the content personality, because there are, and bless their heart, there are rebels out there who just do not want to believe that their content personality type is the way they should be showing up and delivering their content. And, I know some of you may have heard Shannon's story before, but it's the easiest story for me to tell. When Shannon created the quiz, she kept getting live in person. Shannon's introverted. She was like, there's no way. I don't really enjoy being around tons of people. What are you talking about? Shannon's written a book. She, has been in academia for 25 years. So she was leaning on writing, and she literally crumpled up her quiz results, because back then it was a piece of paper that you checked off and she threw it away, and she kept doing writing. And so when Shannon turned the corner and really started to lean into her content personality type, which is live in person, and started to teach and started to meet with people in our community so people could really experience her, that's when the business skyrocketed. And writing is still something that is fun for Shannon to do, but it is not the way we can market the Joyful Business Revolution. It's not the way we can market our Content Personality Club. It's really how you best show up for people to experience you. And day in and day out, we see a lot of people who will get results and be like, nah, I'm going to go do this other thing instead, or I'm going to do these other 3 things and other content personality types. And if you haven't heard the 5 types, they're live in person, written, video, visual, and audio. And so being able to really hone in and follow and utilize the vehicle of your content personality type and let the rest go sometimes is the hardest piece for people to do. And so they resist it. And usually they eventually come around and they're like, wow, this would have been a lot easier if I listened to it before. And, we believe that marketing is a playful experiment. Shannon's live in person content personality type isn't going to be the same as my live in person content personality type. We're 2 different people. And so being able to be open and experiment and play with your content type is kind of the fun that brings fun back into your marketing and makes it uniquely you. And I think that's the biggest thing that is the first takeaway that I could give for Melinda is, are you following your content type? And what are you doing that's actually fun in your content type?
Yeah, I love it. Melinda, thank you so much for submitting your question. Amy, how much time we got left on the clock?
Ooh, we still have 2 minutes and like 15 seconds left. So I feel like we're on a roll here.
We're killing it today, y'all. Thank you
All right.
so much, everyone, for tuning in. We will be back with another episode of your questions, so stay tuned.
Bye. Thank you for listening to the Grow Your Business for Good podcast with your hosts, M. Shannon Hernandez and Amy Hager.
Head over to www.joyfulbusinessrevolution.com/quiz to take the content personality quiz and join our community. And remember our mantra, if it ain't joyful, we ain't doing that shit.
If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the show, leave a review, and spread the good news with other coaches and consultants.